Despite the massive popularity of Hollow Knight and the absolutely rabid anticipation that the gaming community has for Hollow Knight Silksong, there is still a lot about Team Cherry that people just don't know. I decided to be inspired by Wired and answer some of the most popular Google Autocomplete questions about Team Cherry, so here we go. Is Team Cherry owned by Microsoft? I don't know where this notion came from because Team Cherry is very much independent and I've never heard or read anything about Microsoft trying to acquire the company. Is Team Cherry still alive? Yes, Team Cherry is very much still alive, and just because they have been quite silent and minimal on updates about Silksong doesn't mean they're dead. Is Team Cherry Australian? Yes, one of the most surprising facts to most people for some reason about Team Cherry is that they are from Adelaide, South Australia. Is Team Cherry hiring? According to their website, they are not hiring at the moment. They like to keep the team pretty small and they don't have the time to take on interns either. How big is Team Cherry? The biggest surprise to most people is that Team Cherry as a core is only 3 people. Ari Gibson, William Pellin, who are the studio's co-directors, and Jack Vine, who is Team Cherry's supremely talented coder, according to their website. However, this is the hardest question to answer as during the development of Hollow Knight there were around 4 members and it seems unlikely to think that they haven't added at least a few new contractors. Why is Team Cherry silent? Although Team Cherry has never stated why they remain mostly silent, I think it's because they are only 3 people and the best use of their time is to make Hollow Knight Silksong as good as it can possibly be. Also, as a small indie studio, they likely saw how the gaming industry treated Sean Murray from Hello Games, and it's best not to say anything because what benefit does that truly offer? How did Team Cherry start? Team Cherry have said themselves that Hollow Knight was their first game and they are currently working on their second game. However, before Hollow Knight and what inspired the game was the team taking part in game jams. One of their most notable game jams was where they created Hungry Knight, who would go on to form the inspiration for the main character of Hollow Knight. It was the last game jam that they took part in that really sparked one of the best Metroidvanias of all time, as the theme was Beneath the Surface, which lent itself to Metroidvanias. What software does Team Cherry use? According to their official site, Team Cherry and their games are developed using Unity and every single hand-drawn asset is first created in Photoshop. How much did Team Cherry make? Now, this has never been publicly answered, but from some research, most indie studios make around 20 to 25% after removing publishing expenses. However, Hollow Knight was self-published, which brings that number up between 40 and 50%. And in 2019, Team Cherry did say that the game had been played by 2.8 million people. Now, at an average price of $20, that works out to 56 million. And if those numbers are correct, then Team Cherry would have made somewhere between 22 and 28 million. Now, how accurate are these numbers? No one knows for sure, but it's mostly 3 people and Hollow Knight has sold very well, so hopefully it's accurate and it rewarded these developers.